Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to the finale of Super Treecks Orignals World, which is also the finale of my Super World coverage in total. If you combine this project with Super Classic Remix World, after today, all of my 120 courses that I've made during the Super Mario Maker 2 span will be covered in Super World form, and therefore making a definitive close to this extra project. One more time we are going to dive into Super Mario Maker 2 for our Super World coverage. 115 courses we have seen so far, 8 worlds in Classic Remix World, based on levels from other Mario games or even some completely different games. And 80 courses spread over 16 worlds, which are original in concept. Let's go start a new game, because I feel like playing World 1 again. Let's do this whole damn thing over again. I don't want it to end. No. All good things must come to an end. This is going to end today. There are still 5 more courses to go through. The final unuploaded stage and the 4 most popular courses on Super World. At least back in the day, when I actually created the Super World. There's a couple of courses that actually gained a lot of likes in the last year. Most of all the fastest swimmer. 1 year ago when I made this, these were the 4 most popular courses. The first one is Button Mashing Masters. Okay, let's get my Mario Party skills out. First, some explanation, of course. Button Mashing Masters is based on the following concept. As you can see, Super Mario Bros. 1 and fines. Whenever clinging onto a fine in Super Mario Bros. 1 style, you actually need to press the D-pad right or left, in my case right of course, in order to cling onto the next one that is actually adjacent to it. However, there's actually no limit in when you can actually go to the next one, and therefore I actually came up with the idea of creating a button masher with this concept. As you can see, a lot of fines are right next to each other. And this is what we need to do. We have 50 seconds to mesh that D-pad as much as we can. And as fast as we can, most of all. To get to the right side in time. Luckily I carved some numbers into the wall in order to help you see how far you are. Hopefully I'm able to do this first try. Because this is very tiring in all honesty. That's probably the reason why people like it so much. Okay, 40 more. Can't feel my thumb anymore. There we go. Just the idea of this level already gives a laugh. So let alone performing it. That was Button Mashing Masters. One of my personal favorites as well. And that all thanks to the day when I discovered that whenever passing on to fines in Super Mario Bros. 1, you can actually make a button masher out of that. Button mashing the right button. Finally something else compared to button mashing the A button. Fun little idea. Let's go see what more we have. If I remember... No, oops. Let's not press the start button. If I remember correctly, the next one that is down here is actually also another uploaded course. So let's go see what other course also has got a lot of likes. Ooh, going left on an Autoscroll. In fact, by this point my most popular course in existence. It actually passed the other 2 courses that are later than this one. So this one should be the finale now, but unfortunately it is not. Going left on an Autoscroll is actually a very unique idea that I came up with at some point, based on the fact that whenever you enter a door in an Autoscroll, and remember, Autoscrolls always go right, especially here in Mario Maker 2, but whenever you enter a door or a pipe, you always exit on the middle of the screen during an Autoscroll. And therefore, if you actually enter a pipe or door far enough to the left, you can actually use the readjustment of the screen, entering left and exiting in the middle, to slowly yet surely make your way left on an Autoscroll. But I think showing off how it works better. This is what we're doing. As you can see, we exit in the middle, and there are doors to the left. And when we enter and exit them, we are back in the middle again. And therefore, get another opportunity to go left even further. Get the idea? Even though the autoscroll is going right, we are going left. Awesome idea. And this is how it plays out. Unfortunately, not very long. All with all, I kind of got limited by the fact that the number of doors and pipes actually ran out at some point. But still, the concept is still true. And therefore, a pretty fun idea. Let's platform to the left, even though the game seems to think we need to go right. Last couple of challenges are going to be pretty difficult. Oh, yeah. As you can see, very tight fit. Just try again. Just re-enter any previous pipe or door to get back into the stage. Oh, yeah, of course. Also a tight fit. Barely fits, as you can see. Here's the final one. Conveyor belt to slow you down, but I know it's there, so just jump over it. And there we go. Yeah, this is a fake flag in case you get off sync with the stage itself, which I obviously did because of failing a couple of times. But here's the true flag. And that was going left on an autoscroll. At this point, my most popular course. But not a year ago, when the Super World was made. Otherwise, this would have been a finale. But no matter, I think the course now functions as the finale is more suiting as a finale. Because of it being a speedrun. My favorite type of level. Therefore, I'm not complaining. Let's move on to the final two regular stages. One of them is actually the final unuploaded course that I still have. It should be this one, so allow me to do this one first. This one is a little bit of a special story. Yeah, there it is, the blind swim. The only course I've never been able to truly beat, in all honesty. So allow me to explain why. The blind swim, based on the blind jump, which we did earlier, also in the Super Mario 3D World engine, where we actually went on top of the screen and going off it a little bit, not being able to see where we jump. And at some point I actually came up with the idea to do the exact opposite, trying to go under the stage. Even though the bottom of the screen, where normally the screen ends, looks like to be a death pit, there is still a 1 block space where your character is still alive. So we can actually use the underwater theming in order to try to blindly swim across a very dangerous and unseen place. Namely, death beneath us and icicles above us. A 1 block swim. Impossible to do. I've never been able to clear it, in all honesty. And therefore, the pipe you see over there is actually an easier route, which I will take if I fail this more than enough times. So allow me to first try to beat the stage normally with the quote-unquote impossible route. In theory it should be possible, but I've never been able to do this. Like I said, this is what we're doing. We're going off screen in that 1 block space where we're able to stay alive while swimming, trying to keep balance down there, not going down too far and not going up too high, which is extremely difficult. Oh. Yeah, usually I don't get very far. Just saying, you need to clear this entire screen. It's actually a full-length screen. I'm not giving up quite yet. Also need to take into account the video length, so unfortunately I'm not able to infinitely try this. But you never know, I might on accident actually make it this time with the camera going. Even though I'm barely getting 5 seconds in this. Okay, it is all a matter of rhythm. Just know how far up you go whenever you press the A button to swim. And try to keep that balance constantly. Oh. I saw Toadette's head. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. No! Just when I was about to think I was getting there. Okay, apparently I have that rhythm somewhere. Ah, come on. I lost it again. Okay, one more time. And maybe it's a good thing if I'm not able to make this, because I'd also like to show off the quote-unquote easier path. Which is pretty much the same, with the only difference that there you're able to see what you're doing. Making it a lot easier. Practically, this is the same. The only difference is you're not able to see what you're doing here. Sometimes you see the head of the character popping up for a moment. If you're close to being too high. And sometimes you just get too low. Okay, once more. One more time. 11 minutes, so last time. This should be possible. If I'm able to get that far in, I should be able to do the entire thing. Let's be honest here. Ah! Okay, I concede. I need to think about my video time. Let's go show off the easier path, which is pretty much the same. The only difference, as you can see here, we're a little bit higher up, and therefore we can actually see our character. But still, with this we can actually see what we are supposed to be doing the moment we can't see what we're doing in the first room, the hard route. And actually being able to see if you're about to go too high or about to go too low, and that is a world of difference. If you're not able to see that, you're not able to adjust in time, therefore the other route usually ends up killing you a whole freaking lot. Okay, a little bit too low, so at least I can adjust now. But let's be honest, even this is not easy. This is still pretty difficult. Still a matter of rhythm. If you're a little bit too quick or too slow with the A button, you're still dying here, of course. But there we go. And that was my final attempt at a pretty much impossible challenge. And a successful one, if I need to be honest. But luckily there was an escape route. A slightly easier path, which was still pretty difficult, but that one I was able to do first try. That was the final unuploaded course. The final two were, at the time I created the Super World, my two most popular courses. Both of them are still in the top 5, even though the fastest swimmer and going left on an autoscroll in the meantime also kind of caught up with them. But two more courses to do. The first one being a course that has been my most popular course for the longest time, only to get passed by the course that is now the castle level in the last 2 years. And going left on an autoscroll in the last couple of months. Let's go to Yoshi's Sacrifice. One of my earliest courses I've made, and yet one of the more popular ones. Even though I am not the biggest fan of how this one turned out, a lot of other people disagree apparently. But let's go see what we need to do. Here we have Yoshi. The title of the level says enough, right? Oh, there's one up there. This is so long ago, I forgot where my own secrets were. But Yoshi's Sacrifice works as follows. We jump off Yoshi in order to stay alive ourselves. Yoshi's Sacrificial Jump. Since 1990. Of course, in Super Mario World, this was already a pretty big thing. But here, it is a true level gimmick. A lot of Yoshis need to be killed in order to make sure our character reaches the goal safely. And I just vary a little bit how you need to jump off Yoshi. Here we need to jump towards a fine block. Next up is while being caped. So we can actually float around on Yoshi a little bit before abandoning him. Kind of like this. There we go. Thanks again, my reptilian friend. Next up we need Yoshi in order to make sure we have enough room to fly. But we're still jumping off him. Thank you. Next up we need to get Yoshi from up here. There should be another secret here. Yeah, this one I did remember. Final challenge. This one is actually the most complicated one. We need to fly, obviously. But also fly after jumping off Yoshi, like this. There we go. And that is the end. Let's grab one up we can't carry. And Yoshi's sacrifice has not been in vain. Like I said, in all honesty, I am not the biggest fan of this course. It was very early on stage, I think. With more experience I have now, I should be able to make a better one. But still, this is what we have, and it still got a lot of love. And with that, there's actually only one more stage left. After all this long work, all the hardships we have endured during this extra project, which only occasionally got an episode. That's the downside of an extra project. But still, even that eventually comes to an end. My favorite course that I've ever made, which even was my most popular course for the longest time, only to get passed by another course that we also saw today, very recently. But this still remains my favorite course I have ever made. It is very suiting to play this as the ultimate finale of the Super World coverage. We are going to do New Stuff Speedrun, the course that I created in half an hour time, the moment the first major update got introduced in Super Mario Maker 2. As you may remember, eventually they came up with a giant update where a lot of new things were added, like the dash blocks for instance, the P blocks, Spike and his spike balls. The moment that update became a thing, I thought I wanted to create a course as quickly as possible in order to make an upload as quickly as possible. So people can quickly enjoy the new stuff from the update. I created a speedrun because I needed to make something quick. In half an hour time, my most popular course was made. This speedrun, minutes after its upload, became quite the thing for my doing. Let's go finish off Super Treecks Orignals World, running past the Super Mario Maker 2.0 update. Of course, making use of all the things the Super Mario 3D World engine added, like pokies, spikes, dash blocks, and the P blocks. Run over the P blocks, get to the P switch in time before they run out. Jump over pokies and spikes. All the way to the top left. Get yourself the hammer and make your way back. The P switches are out. So we can jump up here to continue up here. 5 seconds. And bam! Done! That was New Stuff Speedrun, and that was Super Treecks Orignals World. At last! The princess is now definitively saved. Not the fake princess from Classic Remix World. Not the even faker princess from clearing World 8 of Super Treecks Orignals World. Now we are finally done with the Super Worlds when it comes to my courses. 120 I've made in the last 24 episodes. 8 from Super Classic Remix World and 16 from Super Treecks Orignals World. And they are all covered, making a close to this extra project. I sincerely hope you people enjoyed, the ones who have been watching this entire thing. I really enjoyed making it, so that was already worth it for me. But of course I realize I'm uploading these on YouTube, so I'm pretty much doing it for you guys. Having a lot of fun with it myself is only a bonus. If you guys really enjoyed this, then I can sincerely say that my mission has been successful. I really hope people are still enjoying Super Mario Maker 2. I sure as hell still do, even though it's a couple of years old and a lot of other games are on Nintendo Switch and other consoles. I still come back to this game a lot. Even came up with the idea to play the Super Worlds of my own courses as extra project. And that said, now that this extra project is definitively concluded, Super Smash Bros. Online tourneys are going to take over for now when it comes to the extra spots. The extra spots of course being a thing because of my idea to never start a new project in the same week an old one has ended. I'm talking about my Let's Plays here. And because of that reason, sometimes a couple of days stay open. And since I do want to be a channel where there's an upload every single day, and that's the reason why extra projects became a thing. But this one is now over. It's time for a new type of extra project. But first, I'm going to focus on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's also a long ongoing project that needs to be concluded. And then it is time to take a look at other things. And don't worry, I do have a couple of ideas. But when it comes to Super Mario Maker 2 itself, I can't promise I'm never going to come back to this in extra videos. But for now, I'm kind of dry on inspiration of what to do when it comes to extra content. But of course, there's also still going to be a Let's Play of this game and Super Mario Maker 1. But that's going to be in the far future. They are on the Wii U and the Switch after all. Two consoles I'm not even close to yet in my Let's Plays, but eventually they will come up. So Super Mario Maker 2 is not going to go away on this channel, but it is going to go away for a while. Ladies, gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed this project. Making it was already a party. So if you people can say that you've enjoyed watching it, going along on this adventure, and that would make me even happier. But for now, it is time to close this off. Just remember, if you want to play the courses yourself, there is a Super World uploaded on my channel, which is basically a best of Classic Remix World and Treecks Orignals World. And of course you can also play the courses loosely. All of the course IDs are on screen while playing through this, so they're easy to find. Enjoy them if you want, or if you simply enjoy watching them, that is also fine. That's the reason why I'm throwing them up on YouTube over here. I hope to see you again in another project. May it be a Let's Play or another extra project. This project is going to go away now, but the channel won't. I'll still be here uploading other things. Thank you all for watching yet again. See you folks anywhere, and Super Treecks Orignals World out!